already know.
Yes! Yeah, fuck that shit, nigga. What it do, YouTube? It's your boy T-Bot, aka Kid Ram, man. I'm coming at y'all with another video, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know that, you know, you're gonna see me and Don Lamar, my co-creator, doing a lot of separate videos and videos where we are together. So we're gonna be doing reactions, pranks, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be mixing it up. I'm gonna get one of those spin wheels where I'm gonna write down, y'all gotta comment what y'all want to see us do. I'm gonna write down on the spin wheel and we'll do it. And wherever it lands on, we do it for that day. And because my channel is spiritual, it's new age order, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's no way around it. So originally when I started this video, I was talking about 4 topics. So I'm gonna kind of mix it up, because I don't want to make it too long video, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. I don't have, you know, people like that watching me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to, you know, keep it short but real at the same time. So I got 4 topics I'm gonna talk about, and today's topic I'm gonna talk about, this is kind of a sentence I kind of, you know, built upon, being organic and knowing your roots and knowing your you know, your inner self, higher self. So I'm gonna talk about that, and the other 3 are culture, emo rappers, and God/beliefs. So I'm gonna talk about organic, you know, being organic. All right. So I'm still on a journey, man. I'm still a young person, so I'm still on a journey of becoming organic, you know, especially eating better, working out more. Like, for example, I am at the park, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the park right now. You know, a friend of mine told me about this park. I was over there playing basketball not too long, like right there, playing basketball. So you can see everything. You can see SeaWorld, man. You know, these trees are blocking it, but you got, you know, the Ferris wheel and stuff all the way over there across. So today I'm talking about being organic, man. And I had to do it on a nice day, you know what I'm saying? So because this ties in with lifestyle, your thinking, your spirit, you know what I'm saying, beliefs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm outside and I feel like this was the best way to talk to y'all. So first thing, what do y'all notice in this video? What do you see a lot of? Not just me, like what is, you know, hitting everywhere? What source is being, you know, you can see no matter what when it's a beautiful day? The sun. All right, so we've been taught that the sun, you stare at the sun too long, you know, it's gonna blind you and all that stuff. That may be true, of course. You know, you don't stare at television, microwave, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean the sun is not good for you. The sun is the source, man. And you know what I'm saying? The sun, I feel, is an organic source for us. It's what God created. It was the very first thing. Let's get something straight. I am not religious. I'm a Christian. I believe Jesus died for me. I believe he is the king. Don't get me wrong. But I'm spiritual. It's something that's higher. When I say spiritual, I connect with people. I connect with people no matter if you're Christian, whatever. Because you were created from the same source. Whatever, regardless what you believe, I believe we're from the same source. Everything has a source. Everything has a source. And it's an organic source. So being spiritual means, you know, you're not really religious. You're not religious. You're just in touch with your spirit. You can identify your spirit. Keyword spiritual. All right. So like I said, so I sit out in the sun sometimes, not like just to get it, not to get a tan or nothing like that, just to, like, you know, be there. Because if you study it, if you study your surroundings with the sun included on a nice day, it opens your mind. You feel so, like I feel something right now. I feel like, you know, if I look in this direction of the sun, like, it's just, brightness really expands, you know, the heart, the mind, the spirit, you know what I'm saying, expands it. It's like I said, it has to do with organic. You know, it's like you have this it develops a thinking in you that you never think before. If you just clear your mind, it's like meditation. I meditate, you know what I'm saying? I don't smoke weed. The thing about being organic I'm gonna talk about is I'll talk about weed, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to get the record straight. I don't think weed is a bad thing. I don't think it's, you know what I'm saying, but now you got strands out here that's actually being medical, becoming medical. You know what I'm saying? Which is very dangerous. I don't think any weed we smoke these days is organic. You know what I'm saying? I don't smoke weed because of the purpose. So if y'all don't like the video that I'm about to talk about right now, I'm gonna go ahead and just let y'all leave. So I'm gonna give y'all a moment. All right, we back. All right, so first thing I'm gonna talk about is weed. That has to do with or being organic. Ever since I started meditating, I don't get that physical feeling of weed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't smoke. Like I said, I don't smoke, so I don't get that physical feeling that people get. Some people smoke so much that they don't get that slow motion feeling anymore. Or honestly, what I did when I smoked weed, I just listened to music all the time. I barely heard people talk. Sometimes I would talk about things, you know, and it had a lot to do with me being an artist. When I started writing, I was writing, it was okay, you know, it was good, it was pretty good. But I tested myself. I was like, is this really me or is this just a weed? Do I really need weed to do this? Let me tell you something, man. If you a believer in God, you shouldn't look at weed as one of your gods. It's something you need. You gotta understand, what are you saying when you say God? When you say, you know, touching your roots, you know what I'm saying, identifying you organically. You gotta understand something. We're not of this earth at all. Humans are not of this earth. Weed is of this earth. And what in the Bible, you know what I'm saying, the Bible says, it does say the meek shall inherit the earth. What's on earth? Weed. We're not of this earth. We came from the source. You know what I'm saying? We came from God, period. So therefore, we're more organic than whatever's on this earth. Wherever we consume is like food-wise and stuff. Certain things on this earth is good, but you gotta understand something. When it comes to smoking, first of all, smoke isn't good for your lungs, period. You know what I'm saying? Anything that takes you, it'll put you in the element. Of course, it does put you in the element. You know what I mean? But sometimes, if you abuse anything, that can like damage you health-wise. You know what I'm saying? So when I tested, you know, I threw away the weed. It was not easy, man. Every now and then I jump back on it. You know what I'm saying? But I started feeling different. I started drinking water. I started just, you know, getting in touch with my, you know, higher self. You know what I'm saying? And then I think that's just all I have right now for, you know, marijuana, weed, whatever you want to call it, bud. You know what I'm saying? That's all I have for it. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave that for like another video. But as far as like organic wise, I think we need to go back to the basics. I feel like the world is developing into like, I need technology. We need technology. Bro, we need technology so much we don't want to think anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got so many people. Put an example. Before social media, I feel like nobody on this earth, unless you like people like me in touch with their higher selves, I'm gonna be honest with you, and get to that point, can say they real. Because if you go to people's Instagram, who do they follow and who do they look at the most likely is going to influence you. Most likely they're going to pop in your head when a situation occurs, like, well, let me talk about what he thought about this situation, because he got like what, 100K likes. So that automatically, you know, he's right about something. It could tie into what, you know, I think when women look at other, you know, women on Instagram, for example, just because somebody has, you know, a well like built on page, like they just get tons of likes just because of them talk about something. It doesn't even have to be true. It's just because that's how they personally feel. You gotta understand, those likes, they're not just liking it just to like it. They're liking it because you just influenced them on a topic they thought about, but they thought was wrong, because they don't have that many likes. If they talked about it, they probably get what, 10 versus 100K. So that automatically puts them in a position that these people are smart. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't really agree with. I got a nice amount of followers, and I got people that I look up to. You gotta understand something. When you got half the world looking at you, you really got to be careful what you're saying. You really got to be careful of what type of mark you're leaving. You know what I mean? So I feel like these things are distractions to you becoming, you know, spiritual, organic with your higher self. Like I said, social media is one of the #1 things. You know what I'm saying? It could be a good source and a bad source. It's just like when a new thing comes out, like let's say like AirPods. Me personally, I feel like certain things that come out, it's not supposed to be for everybody. Like with the AirPod thing, I can get that because AirPods was made to be easier to work out, do certain things and stuff like that. You could just have it just to have it. You know what I'm saying? But if you know for a fact you're just getting it just because this person got it, it makes you look good. Again, social media always wants to lower the next person. Think about this for a second. Before social media, we had like plenty of people with different personalities because they weren't trying to be like that person they saw this morning on Instagram, right? I remember that at this young age because it started in middle school, you know what I'm saying? So I can refer back to the time where you didn't pressure yourself to try to get that many likes and get people to like you, be a you know, I feel like to this day, if social media wasn't around, it wouldn't have been one of the sources why I wanted to become a rapper or whatever. And I talked about this before with another friend of mine. And you know, we, like I said, we have opinions, but we pretty much agreed on this. You know what I'm saying? So certain things were made. You gotta understand something. Everything has a source. Whether you give a fuck about that source or not, it can either be a negative source or a positive source, or just something to be their determination on making money, marketing. You know what I'm saying? So they can care less about the amount of people that suffer from, you know, looking at social media because they're not that person. I feel like I said, I feel like nobody should be saying they real. If you got an Instagram account and you up there frequently, not doing nothing to market yourself or anything for like a business or nothing, you shouldn't be saying you're real, because you only, like I said, when it comes to situations that happen, you want to react to it like this person you saw this morning, because obviously you're gonna think they right because they got that many people watching them. Like I said, versus you doing it, it's gonna hit a whole lot different. It's 2020. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later, people are gonna come to their senses. You know, history repeats itself, as we all know. I feel like myself, these days I just tend to myself. I try to touch back on my basics. I try to, because when I use social media, it's to, like, you know, marketing is to influence people. I use it in a good way. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can't sit here and ignore certain things that I personally think about here and there. Social media definitely one of the things that can, you know, prohibit you from being organic in your life, you know. So that's something you definitely gotta touch base with your spirit on and question it here and there. What am I looking at? Am I gonna think about this tomorrow and like imitate it? You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something, the people that post these videos do not give a fuck about you. They don't. You know what I'm saying? And I know you can say that's so easy for me to say because I'm not to that level yet, but like I said, if you can touch your base, go back to your basics, find yourself, even if that consists of looking in the mirror for about 5 minutes and constantly asking the same question: do I know who I am? Do I know who I am? Is this person authentic? And then, you know, something else that ties into like being organic. It's okay to like isolate yourself from certain people. It's okay to want to be by yourself. Let me tell you something. I moved to Orlando in the middle of 2017. It's 2020 now. By myself. I have grandparents here. They're not even from here. They're from New York. I have a cousin here that I stayed with, but I knew for a fact what I was going to get into. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be on a higher level. I wanted to like experience more than what I'm receiving from people. Sometimes you gotta, you know, understand something, that you can receive more from God than what people can put in your hand physically. You know what I'm saying? So I started thinking to myself, I was like, what am I gonna do in life? What I wanna be something. Cause I started, you know, being organic. I put the weed down. You know what I'm saying? I started seeing stuff. And let me tell you something, people are not gonna like it. Everybody's not gonna rock with you. That will tell you, you know, who structures your life, who helps structures your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't build myself up on my own all the way. I had people along the way that steered me in the right direction. Whether them people fell, and I thought, and that's the thing about being organic, you won't care about it. If they leave, you won't care, because you're in touch with your higher self. You see, you could do more for yourself than what they can do for you. Before, you know what I'm saying? Like, before even God does something for you, you have a better shot of doing it yourself than somebody else trying to do it for you. So only God can do better for you. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Nowadays, I find myself, you know, like pacing myself slowly when it comes to who I rock with, who's with me. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. The people you see on my channel are loyal people, and I'm loyal to them. You know what I'm saying? Don Lamar, everybody. You know what I mean? Some people in my family, not immediate, like cousin, like close cousins, close aunts. You know, it's not that. It's just people like down the line I don't trust. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I don't trust. You know what I'm saying? I don't, because I'm on a different level now where I can identify something quicker than you can. I can identify a situation coming up before you even think about it. Before you even try to come into a conclusion on what to do or how to react, I'm already been there, because I've studied it long enough. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be a part of anything that's poison to my to me reaching my higher self. So I just isolate myself from people, man. It's not just I need my own time. And for people that have kids at my age and lower, it's gonna be harder for y'all, man. Early 20s, like, it's gonna be harder for y'all to try to, you know, do this. When you look at this video, you got kids. You know, I pray that you do find your higher self, man. I pray that you find your organic roots. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for everything, man. There's a reason why I got my dreadlocks back. There's a reason why, you know, I'm a different person than what I was last year. And, you know, it's okay to be curious. It's naturally curious. That's what God wants you to do. How are you going to learn if you don't experience it? You know what I'm saying? I got to experience failure before I can have a taste of success. Everybody's heard that. You know what I'm saying? I've failed so many times with relationships and stuff. I failed, and it hurt. It hurt to the core. But sometimes I purposely put myself through that. I'm not saying I purposely start an argument. I purposely do this, that. I'm not a cheater. I don't do none of that stuff. But girls just, you know, they come and go. I can't explain why it happened. I don't know why certain people left my life, or I didn't even get a chance to like get a third day out with you. But I do these things to find my higher self, so I can identify what's this from that, what's the wrong from the right, how does that feel versus how this feels, how does a homeless person feel versus how a rich man feels. I've had a taste of a homeless person, and when I understood something, there was beauty in it. You know, there was beauty. Sleeping in my car brought beauty. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like I said, what did I say about the sun, man? The sun is the source. So when I was sleeping in my car for like a week or so, I was not going back home, man. I did not want to. I have a mission. I really believe God has a plan for me to, you know, symbolize something in this life. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to take 10 steps back versus just 2 and know where I went wrong. You know, if you take multiple steps back, you're gonna find yourself like going further past the problem and then starting completely over. You know what I'm saying? Versus you taking 2 steps back to make 10 forward. Like, I really don't understand. I understand what society is about now, and I'm starting to get it more. Look who's running the states, man. I mean, I know he's impeached, you know what I'm saying? But look, it really shows, like, you know, people's colors, like their true colors. And it really shows who's surrounding you in this world. You know what I'm saying? You really got to watch your back. Because I got to a point where it was like, I thought a lot of people were just like demons to me. A lot of people were just, you're a demon because you're trying to poison my life. But it's not even that at all. It's just, you just don't know your higher self. So when you get organic, you start eating better, you start thinking better, you start just being a better person, you're gonna realize everything you want is gonna fall, it's gonna come to your track. But you gotta understand something. The path you take, you gotta understand what's an obstacle and what's not. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to stop, to get a break. It's like getting a drink of water. You get a taste of what she is to me. She's in my path. Let me see what she's about. Maybe she's gonna run with me. Maybe she'll run the rest of the path with me. Maybe our paths are gonna merge together. You know what I'm saying? And it's like being friends. You ever got into a relationship and y'all like, we just need to be separate for a while. That's when she takes her path that was single. She has to identify what's in her path first before she can merge into yours as quickly as she did the first time, or you. You know what I'm saying? That goes for a female and man. But it's just like, you know, obstacles are not gonna be, you know, they're not gonna identify it so like, what's the word? Initially. You're not gonna identify it initially. This is spiritual obstacles. There's spiritual obstacles. Not, people just say obstacles. No, there's spiritual obstacles, which you have to study. Your spirit has to, you have to connect. It's like, you ever seen one of those, oh man, I can't give a good example. But it's like, you know, you stop and you look at it. It's all about understanding, man. That's how you touch your spirit, is trying to understand. It could be a good understanding or a bad understanding, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? So be organic. Be organic and understand that everything that tries to like dictate your life, anything that tries to condescend your life, anything that tries to destroy you, is nothing but a spiritual obstacle if you know your higher self. And that's all I got for y'all for this video on being organic and knowing your roots, man. Let me tell you something. If you want to go ahead and start this process of a spiritual journey, look in the mirror. Start by looking in the mirror. Look in there for a few minutes. And do it on a good day like this, where you can see the sun. And after you do that, I want you to go outside. If you have an off day, go outside. You know what I'm saying? Let your mom watch the kids or something. You know what I'm saying? If you have to call out, if you want to call out, do it. If you think that's something that's serious, I need to know who I am before something goes wrong, do it. You know what I'm saying? It starts by you looking in the mirror, going in outside, and just sitting in front of the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't burn yourself. You know what I mean? So that's where it starts, man. It starts with you, your spirit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I thank y'all for watching this video. You know what I'm saying? I have more on the way. I'm gonna touch base on the other 3 topics, and there's gonna be more. So we're gonna be doing a lot for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Comment, man. We're gonna be shouting y'all out too on this journey, man, because all y'all is on this spiritual journey with me, man. Even my subscribers, I'm spiritually connected to y'all, man. I'm gonna try to with everybody. I know I'm gonna have a lot, you know what I'm saying, but there's a spot for everybody for me in my heart. You know what I mean? So I mean that genuinely. So thank y'all for watching, man. It's T-Vot, man, aka Kid Run, man. I'm out.